Hi everyone, and welcome to the HiFi Turtle YouTube channel. I'm HiFi Turtle, and today we're going to be reviewing the Dali Spektor 2 bookshelf speaker. This speaker was provided to me by my local Dali dealer, Simply Stereo. Check the description for their website and socials. Let's look at the specifications of the speaker. The Spektor 2 features a 1-inch tweeter with a waveguide, a 5 1/4 inch woofer. This woofer is made of a wood and paper pulp that is made by Dali in-house and is known by their signature red color. As soon as you see this, you know it's a Dali speaker. The front baffle features a leather-like vinyl, as well as the surrounding is also a wood-like vinyl. Now, despite it is a vinyl wrap, I don't feel like this is cheap, and it looks quite good. This is the black ash color, and compared to other budget speakers that I've had that have this kind of black ash vinyl wrap, this is probably one of the better ones I have seen. As we turn to the back of the speaker, we have the rear port and a single pair of binding posts, so bi-amping or bi-wiring is not available on this speaker. The Spektor 2 is 6 ohms nominal and has a sensitivity of 84.5 dB. This is actually more efficient than the Spektor 1, which will allow this to be paired with less powerful amplifiers. When I first reached out to Simply Stereo to review a Dali speaker, I wanted to take home the Spektor 1 because I had heard it in their store and I thought it was quite a good speaker. So I wanted to listen to it in my reference room. They wanted me to take home the Dali Spektor 2 as well, which I thought was a little odd since they're in the same family. At face value, they're not much different than a speaker. The Spektor 2 is bigger than the Spektor 1, obviously, and these are $349 versus $249 for the Spektor 1. And I thought that this review would basically be these speakers are voiced very similarly. They just offer more bass. They do what a larger speaker would be expected to do. While the Spektor 2 does share a lot of characteristics with the Spektor 1, the Spektor 2 is a very different speaker. And I say this because of several things. The first being that this speaker is not forward. This is a very neutral position speaker. And it doesn't have a very laid back characteristic. It doesn't have a very forward characteristic. It's very neutral. The plane you place the speaker on really is the plane that they play on. You're not going to get an image that is 2-3 feet in front. You're not going to get an image that's 2-3 feet in back. It is a neutral image. The second difference being that these are more sensitive to positioning. And when I say positioning, I don't mean that they need to be towed in. There needs to be more calculation with them. These are still being fired directly into my room. That's the Dali suggestion for all of their speakers, that there is no toe in. These speakers, though, like to breathe. There needs to be more space in between them. There needs to be more space from the wall. When they're too close to each other or too close to a wall, they don't show what they truly can do. I had them 7 feet apart in my main reference room, and that's where they really started to shine. Once I had them positioned properly, this speaker was very dynamic, very strong, very weighty, very powerful, very detailed, very fine. It was a very enjoyable listening experience. It was something that I was really surprised for $349. I used a few different songs to evaluate these speakers, and one song that I really like is Into the Void by 9 Inch Nails. It's a really dynamic song. It's a really powerful song. It's got a lot of cool effects going on in the song. And it starts off a little slow, and then you get this pounding bass drum, and it's really nice. It's really full bodied. It's in the center of the image, and it's great. And on these, I felt like the bass drum was really well fleshed out. There was a lot of power in the bass drum. It's not, floor standing or a larger speaker than these, that kind of power, but it is still a very nice, powerful bass, good punch, really nice to listen to. Then it hits you with this overwhelming guitar piece, and when it hit, I can't really explain it except it just fills the room. If you think of the soundstage as just this concert stage that's in front of you, this song, when that guitar kicks in, it just envelops the room. And with these, I got that enveloping of the room is really nice, really resolving, just really portrayed that song very nicely. I then turned to some chesty vocals to hear what the vocal image was like. And I listened to So Do I by Christy Moore. Now, this song is acoustic. There's not a lot going on in the song. Christy's voice is really the centerpiece of the song. And I thought he imaged very well. I thought the chestiness was very well conveyed. It's not resolving enough to where I say Christy is in the room, but it's still a very nice image. It's still a very nice sound quality. It still has a really nice weight to it. These speakers have very good micro detail when it comes to the treble range. In the bass range, I thought that the micro detail was lost on these, unfortunately. I think that because of the bookshelf form factor, you're not going to get the extremely defined bass that you would from a floor standard or a three-way speaker design. That being said, like I said earlier, there is good bass punch, there is good bass weight, there is still a lot of bass fun with these speakers. Now, in the treble area, I thought that these had better micro detail. And listening to a song like Killing in the Name of by Rage Against the Machine, there's a lot of fun in that song, but there's this beautiful cymbal hi-hat intro with that song that coincides the guitars, coincides the bass, coincides the rest of the instruments. And that drum kit is really well defined. The detail in the hi-hat and cymbals of this song were very well fleshed out. They were very natural sounding. I thought that they had very good detail. They were very highly resolving. It was very enjoyable in the treble range, and I thought that other songs I listened to, they had very tiny micro detail treble characteristics were well shown on these. I'm going to recommend the Dali Spektor 2 because it is a very good sounding speaker, and for $349, it's a great bargain in my opinion. I think that it has a lot of fun to it. I think it has a lot of bass punch. It has a lot of great detail in the treble range. It has a lot of great mid-range weight, and it's just a good speaker overall. The main criticisms I can find with this speaker is that if you do like a more forward image or a more laid back image, these speakers are not going to do that for you. It's going to be that on-plane image response, perhaps paired with something that is very laid back, like a tube amplifier, or something that is very forward, like a Class D amplifier. You would have some results there, but being that I listened to these on two different amplifiers, I thought that they were more electronic neutral. The other thing with these speakers is that when I had them only 5 feet apart, I thought that they sounded congested. I didn't think that they sounded to their maximum potential. And then putting them 7 feet apart really unlocked the magic of these speakers. So if you're in a very cramped space where you can't have that kind of distance in between them, then I would opt for the Spektor 1 because those sounded much better when they were closer together. These are going to be better suited in a medium-sized bedroom where you can place them further apart, or in a home theater application where you can put them on stands and space them out. I didn't feel like these favored any particular genre, although on more bass-heavy music like hip-hop, EDM, death metal, these really shine. I thought there was a lot of resolution, a lot of definition, and it was a lot of fun. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more content from me, make sure you subscribe and follow me on Instagram. Please leave a comment below, and remember to enjoy the music.